Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am Josh, vigilantly in recovery, battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today we'll be doing some readings, going to start off with the Daily Stoic. Today is the 14th, so playing a little bit of catch up because today is actually, well, my day is a little bit different than your day. Today is actually the 17th. So playing a little bit of catch up. This is the Daily Stoic. You can find it on pretty much anywhere. Just, check out either our posts on various platforms or go to Amazon and you'll be able to get it. So the Daily Stoic, August 14th. This isn't for fun, it's for life. Philosophy isn't a parlor trick or made for show. It's not concerned with words, but with facts. It's not employed for some pleasure before the day is spent, or to relieve the uneasiness of our leisure. It shapes and builds up the soul. It gives order to life, guides action, shows what should and shouldn't be done. It sits at the rudder, steering our course as we vacillate in uncertainties. Without it, no one can live without fear or free from care. Countless things happen every hour that require advice, and such advice is to be sought out in philosophy. Seneca, Moral Letters 16.3. There is a story about Cato the Elder, whose great-grandson Cato the Younger became a towering figure in Roman life. One day, Cato witnessed a fine oration from Carneades, a skeptic philosopher who waxed poetically on the importance of justice. Yet the next day, Cato found Carneades arguing passionately about the problems with justice, that it was merely a device invented by society to create order. Cato was aghast at this kind of philosopher who treated such a precious topic like a debate where one would argue both sides of an issue purely for show. What on earth was the point? And so he lobbied the Senate to have Carneades sent back to Athens, where he could no longer corrupt the Roman youth with his rhetoric tricks. To a Stoic, the idea of idly discussing some issue or arguing two contradictory ideas is an absurd waste of time, energy, and belief. As Seneca said, philosophy is not a fun trick, it's for use, it's for life. I really like that reading. It's always interesting because at the end of the day, when you're reading the big book, there are three things that can happen, right? It's jails, institutions, or death. I've done two of the three. Obviously, I haven't done the third since I'm recording this video. But I've been to meetings where I call it peacocking or snowballing. Essentially what happens is one person will say something, and then the next person who shares tries to one-up them, and then the third person who shares tries to one-up that person, and the fourth person, and so on and so forth. To where it gets so crazy that it's like the fish started out here, and then it got to 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 here. And this is a battle for life. Like, that's what recovery is. We all get the same 24 hours, and we can make good choices or we can make bad choices, but the choices are ours, because the strength that we've gained from the fellowship is that we understand that our actions, thoughts, and behaviors are our own. 99.99999% of life is out of our control. So our ego can sometimes get in the way of our sobriety because we think we can control things. I'm a type A and a micromanager in some sense, but I always have to step back, look at my actions, and be like, okay, listen, Josh, you know what? You need to say the Serenity Prayer, take a breath, meditate on this, and then if I need to, make amends to that person, because I'll take a spot check inventory regularly throughout the day. But yeah, this isn't for fun. I gravitate towards people who I see actually working the program. They don't need to say anything. They don't need to share. I see them working the program. And then there are people who, when they speak, everyone listens, because we know that what they're saying matches where their feet are going. There are other people, though, that speak out of the side of their mouth. What they say is not what they actually do. And that can be frustrating when you're in those types of meetings. So that's why, this is not for fun. It is for life. It's a life or death game. And hopefully all of you who are watching this realize that you are loved, you deserve to be loved, and you are worth it. So with that, I'll say please subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch our videos, like the videos, and please, the most important thing for me is that you comment. We're trying to build a community of accountability where we all hold each other accountable, because this is a we program, especially for me and my 2 fellowships. We help keep each other sober. I can only keep my sobriety by giving away the things that I've learned, and I have to surrender to win, which is important for me. It was difficult for me to grasp that concept early in sobriety, but it makes perfect sense to me now. Like, I surrender each day, and my higher power, which is the universe and nature, allows me to understand that there are things way bigger than me that are out of my control. Additionally, you can find us on Twitter, tag Building Hope. You can DM me or at me, and I will make sure to respond. An alert will go off my phone. Same thing with Instagram. Tag Recovery is the handle. You can at me or write to me directly, and I will respond accordingly. I really want to make sure that we're building a community where newcomers can share about their post-acute withdrawal, or how do I actually get through recovery? How do I get through my 24 hours? How do I get through my cravings? And then the people with time under their belt, they can explain some of the things that they've done, explain their experience, strength, and hope, and maybe add a toolkit, add another tool to the newcomer's toolkit. Each meeting I always learn something new, and I've found various different meetings at various clubhouses that work for me personally, where I always walk away from them having gained some perspective on my own life, because that's a lot of what goes into trying to understand the spiritual malady that is addiction and substance abuse. So for me, that's very important, is building a community. And I manage all 3 platforms. My marketing team and other people take care of other stuff, but this is personal for me because I lived it, and I was a chronic relapser. I was not a gold star. I didn't go to a detox or a rehab and then have a God moment or a pink cloud and just stayed sober for the rest of my life. I would relapse regularly, and arguably there were certain places where I was a frequent flyer. I ended up trying the same way you would go to different stores to purchase alcohol, or you would go to different corners to get whatever you needed, or you go to the same corner. A lot of people knew me really well at a lot of different hospitals because that's where I would end up. That's how I decided to live my life. And now my fellowship has helped me understand that I should love myself, that I deserve love, and that I should give love to others, that I should understand empathy and perspective taking, and that this is not something that's for fun. It is for life. It is for understanding that this is a life or death game that you're playing if you're suffering from the diseases of substance abuse, addiction, or mental health, or if you have co-occurring disorders like me. So my hope for you is that you stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. Thanks for letting me share.